Over the past couple of weeks, we have seen massively increased institutional buying on Ethereum. So is this a sign of a bigger upside move in the short term, or does the recent geopolitical issues in Iran and the Middle East change everything? Before I begin this analysis, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and in the comment section below I will pin two links, one to our free Telegram group where you can receive daily crypto updates, and also a link to our website where you can find out more information about us. So I just want to start here on the weekly chart for Ethereum, and just we can see this weekly candle, obviously a strong red candle, but over the last sort of 5 or 6 weeks we've seen a lot of wicks, narrow bodies, which indicate sort of a price consolidation. We've seen quite a lot of volatility on Ethereum, but actually the weekly closes have all closed within around a 2% range. So yeah, really tight range on Ethereum despite big intra-week movement, but this looks like it is going to be broken this week. Now obviously a close below this, and our current position is sitting around the September low, so it's quite a key level. If we do start to accept below this, then obviously we can see there will be further downside, potentially even losing 2000. And as we've seen over a period of years, really, still Ethereum is underperforming Bitcoin massively. So when we look here and we're at the September low levels, and we compare that to where Bitcoin is, Bitcoin, September was trading at around 55,000, so almost double. Bitcoin's almost double that, even at the current sell-off, whereas Ethereum is at the September low levels already. So what we are looking for is, this does need to hold. This is really critical on the weekly, but if we do accept below this, and obviously between me recording this and the weekly close, we have got a few hours remaining, so there is a chance that this level is lost, which then could be like looking at targets at $2,000 and below. I'm just going to go to the daily chart as well to show you some of the recent price action and what I am looking at from here. I think the daily chart actually gives us a clearer picture of where we could look for buy opportunities, and similarly we are about to lose this daily range as well. So this range is sort of from the breakout, which we saw at the start of May. It's held above $2,400. It's been tested a number of times, but just yesterday has closed below this level, and this now it hasn't been back tested yet, but what we are looking for, or personally I'm looking for, is a bearish retest in the $2,400 area. If we do get that, I think that then starts a bigger downside move. Now the problem is, we can see by this strong wick here, there's not much in the way of support on this massive pump. I mean, within a couple of days Ethereum showed some rare strength and did like a 45% move at the start of May. So that does mean that this area of demand does become a huge interest, and we can see this daily sort of consolidation, really tight daily range throughout the end of April there. This is my big area of interest for a big accumulation if we do get it. It may even be like a quick wick down to these levels, but yeah, around $1,800, $1,900, something like that, for me would be a great position to buy into for the medium and longer term. Below that, we also do have this area of similar sort of thing where we've got a big breakout. They've not really been retested too much, and that does sit around $2,600. So with what's going on in the Middle East, and we don't know how that's going to escalate, I think we can expect sort of a lot of volatility over the coming days and weeks. So these are just area of interest. I'm not saying that they're going to fill, but I think if anything sort of below 2,000, in my opinion, 2,000 down to 1,500 is a great place to be accumulating for the medium and longer term. In terms of upside move, then we've got 4,000 is a massively big level, and it just has so many problems trying to accept above that. Sort of 3 attempts over the last year or so, and every time that fails to move above that on a weekly time frame. So this is kind of our weekly range here, obviously a pretty big weekly range, but $1,500 is the bottom of that range, up to the $4,000. So of course, over the longer term, on the higher time frame, we're going to be playing these, playing the highs and the lows of the range. So yeah, extreme lows 1,500. So if we do get a move down to there, it's obviously a strong buy level. Look to trade that back towards $4,000. Personally, I do believe Ethereum massively does gain strength over the coming years or so, and I do expect that we see a new all-time high on Ethereum probably within the next 18 months. But in the short term, I do see weakness, and I just wouldn't be surprised if we do visit below that $2,000 level. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. Are you still holding Ethereum? What are your longer term targets for this coin? And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.